Let's see. The last campfire. Normal mode? Normal mode? I assume normal mode. Apparently there's a normal mode and an explore mode. I think I want normal. Oh, I assumed explore was just... Yeah, explore is just running around. It's pretty though. Oh, look at him go. Oh, there's a few of them. Oh, is that me, the red one, being left behind? Red little guy in the last campfire. Maybe not straight away. Oh, you can try it for a month or something, right? And you. Is that the last campfire? Oh my god, what have you done? Why did he shout for help or anything? The little guy just drifted to the right, dropped his barrel and drifted to the right, and like, surely you like could have swam towards them at that point as well.
There is a place where the lost embers go. As their light begins to fade, Ember stood still, unable to face what was to come.
Can I fall off? No. Good.
The wall glistened. The painting showed embers on a sacred journey. Ember felt so afraid and alone that it was a relief to find someone to talk to. Ember froze, almost too frightened to look away. When they noticed a small satchel.
Oh.
The satchel felt
That
heavy.
got dark.
Ember looked inside. The statue shone brightly in the light.
Making a satchel from a dead body. Oof. Yeah.
There was a symbol on the floor. Ember noticed something wrong. There was a round space where something used to fit. To Ember's delight, the golden statue slid perfectly into place.
Did it. I solved the first puzzle. So good. Hey, Serena.
Ember left, feeling sorry for the stranger now alone in the dark. The stairway opened into a dark forest. Ember could feel fear taking over. They'd washed up alone, somewhere very unfamiliar.
Yep, it does look very cute. And I'm turning no notifications off for trophies. It was on sale on the PlayStation Store too. But it's like the same price as on Steam, so I don't know what these are. They're called Embers or my name is Ember or their people are Ember.
Ember felt like they were being watched. The foxes howled into the night. The only reply was silence. The path was blocked.
Bonfire?
As Ember approached, the flames seemed to call out.
The guiding light.
With a feeling like falling, the forest had slipped away. Ember felt lost in darkness and ruin.
Seems so cute.
The caged flame stoked new hope in Ember.
Head bobbing. Even though the animations are quite nice, I love how things are quite snappy still. Picking up that thing, I was expecting it to be really freaking slow. It's not bad.
Hope was almost within reach. The flame spoke and Ember listened.
Damn.
The flame lingered ahead. Was it trying to escape? Or leading the way?
Clearly leading the way. It's waiting for us. The dead body. Wait, or was that a statue? The hell just happened?
The campfire flickered into life. The ghost spoke. Hope has returned to a Forlorn. I will warm them until they choose to move on. Ember looked to the ghost for answers.
Am I?
This is a place between places. To travel through as your light fades.
Oh, we're in purgatory. All the river Styx.
But none have passed on in a long time. The Forest King now holds us here.
Forest King, bad guy. Gotcha.
And those who linger will turn forlorn.
What does Forlorn mean again? Exactly. Pitifully sad and abandoned or lonely. Okay.
Again, that word, forlorn. The forlorn are those who lost their way along the path. If you find them, send them to me and I will guide them.
Oh, we're helping people pass on.
I
Oh,
am just a
nice.
guide along the way to fan the flame. So many lost embers have I seen, more than I could help. Ember thought of those they loved, those they'd left behind. There are others lost along their journey. Find them and I will guide them. Step backwards, little Ember. Look behind. Upon a small grassy cliff rests a Forlorn.
The pond. Yeah, it's nearly midnight, Carl. What are you doing up? Ember is very cute, yes.
Barely visible through the murky water was the shadow of something hiding. And on a small pier with barely a sound, a lonely fisherman sat. The traveler said, "You sailed in here. Where's your boat?"
Story? It sounds like we're in purgatory or something in between after these guys die and their souls are stuck here. And apparently the Forest King is stopping their souls from moving on, and we have to presumably stop him. So earlier he saw like a soul trapped in a cage. I assume I've got memories, but they've not really showed us any. I don't think it really matters.
"Friend, you need a boat. Go see the builder in the caves. Tell them I'm sorry I never came back."
Nope, not being judged, just stuck from moving on. Yeah, so like this guy, a solitary way.
The stranger had blazed their own path.
Yeah, purgatory is probably the wrong word. Just an in-between place after that.
Created their own rock, their own islands. They did not need Ember's kindness. But still, Ember stayed.
They didn't need my kindness? Seems like they
Building
really
a
do.
bridge should it ever be needed.
I think they really do need my kindness. So this is someone's soul. Are we freed from the cage?
The stranger met Ember's eyes. The two shared a moment of silence. The stranger met Ember's eyes. The two shared a moment of silence. The Ember was curious. Where did you wake up? I'm headed for the crossroads. It's not far, I think. I've heard there's a nest there, a safe place. The Ember was... I'm headed for the... I've heard there's a nest there, a safe place.
Well, I think I'm being kind in freeing their souls from cages. Like this guy. Which confused me because they feel like they really do need my kindness in freeing their souls from these cages.
The stranger was trapped, caught in a maze.
Feel like they want freedom.
It was hard to make sense of this place.
Why am I struggling with this?
The stranger was trapped, caught in a maze.
I need a plan on how to do this. I'm trying to reach the top. So that ladder there. So I need to push these rolls into, I need to push a roll there into the spot below the ladder so I can walk over there and
It was
so
hard to make sense
presumably
of
I
this
need to
place.
move this out the way to begin with. The issue is that I'm not interacting with the left side at all. How would I do that? So I'm being blocked by this roll. I think I need to stack these rolls. Here. Right here I need to stack them. I believe that what that first bit told me is that they roll perfectly on top of each other. Therefore, if I do this, And then lower it. Pull it this way. It should all come with me. Yes. Push it this way. Push it again this way.
The trail just kept on closing.
Yep, confirmation from the audio log that I'm going the right way. Yep, so I pull that one there. Go this way. Push this one here. Push this one here. Push this one under the ladder. And then I think I'm done. That one was tricksy. Very tricksy. I didn't expect it to be that many steps, to be fair. Thanks, Serena.
The stranger's voice was hoarse. I just need some time, I think, to see things clearly.
Don't we all?
The stranger's voice was hoarse. I just need some time, I think, to see.
Not missing an ear. I think that this is just their outfit. It's not actually their body. It's like a cloak that's over them. See, like this guy doesn't have anything on his cloak head. It's missing an ear. Do I have a map? Wobbuffet.
The fisherman murmured quietly between sorrowful breaths.
Oh my god, is his soul stuck as well? Of course it is. Of course it is. Sorrowful soul meeting the
The
discouraged.
fisherman felt so useless. His former joys were hollow. Sitting out there every day by the pond, only the dark water to hear him talk. In that darkness, a glimmer flickered.
Gonna get blown up.
A thought
no.
beating like a drum.
Is it gonna blow the
A thought
the
that went round
flame.
and round.
Oh.
Ember couldn't hold on. It all started with a frog. Every day by the pond, a constant reminder.
He saved him.
For a brief moment, the fisherman struggled to speak. He looked at Ember, hopeful. The fisherman spoke softly. There's a frog in that pond, a big one. Saw him grow from a tadpole. We were friends of a sort, spent every day side by side. So much better at fishing than me, that frog is.
Does look pretty cool. It's got a fish hat.
Catches them before I can bait them. Oh, it makes me feel useless some days. The fisherman sighed. I've wasted so much time feeling like this. The old man looked carefully at the pond, at their rod, at Ember. Well, listen to me here rambling on. It helps though, telling someone. Thank you, Ember. If you need help catching anything, you just ask. You saw the frog? Did the frog You asked the frog about me. See, actually, no, please don't tell the frog how much I talk about them. Poor little worms. They didn't ask to be here. But how do you fish without one for me, one for the fishes? Slurp 'em down.
He eats the bait.
I chased old Blue Betty round this pond for years. Best days of my life catching that fish. Had to use myself as bait. Stuck on me head ever since. They say catching a fish isn't the point, so I tell myself that a lot. If you need help catching anything, you just ask. The frog stared at Ember, its belly rumbling. Its eyes were fixed on Ember, but it seemed to mean no harm.
I think the fish is dead on his head.
Was this the frog that the fisherman spoke of?
Shortcut, Serena. Sacrifices must be made.
Ember could hardly ignore the rumbling from the frog's belly. The frog stared at Ember, its belly rumbling. Its eyes were... Was this the frog? Ember could hardly ignore the rumbling from the frog's belly. The traveler spoke. You ever had roast frog, friend? I miss a good roast frog. Oh, how they crackle.
Okay. I don't think I've had frog before. You? Forsaken, trying to keep pace.
The stranger had been forgotten.
Had frog legs.
They tried to follow as best they could.
Seahorse? What? Didn't know you were that kind of person.
No one heard them when they fell behind.
No take back to this. It's okay. You may made it up now by being veggie.
The stranger looked at Ember with surprise. Someone came back for me. Thank you.
Dead. Let's see. Where am I gonna get bait for this frog? Can this guy give me bait, please? Nope.
If you need help catching anything, you just ask.
Sorry, frog. I don't know where to get your food. Maybe I'll get later. Oh wait. Did I go in this cave? I think I went into the cave above. Go in the cave above. Because I can't. Okay. Oh, I saw you, red ember guy.
The old gate was locked. The crow held its shining trophy tight.
Ah, get over here, crow. Rah. Son of a. Wow. What a troll.
The stranger whispered. Ever feel like you are being watched? I've never felt that. What does it feel like? Is it nice? It sounds nice. The worm looked helpless, with no way to escape. As Ember picked it up, the worm let out a little yelp.
Why god, we're gonna sacrifice a worm. It's gonna be horrific.
Inside was a scrap of journal. The strangers on the water went on without me. Where have I landed? Vines and thorns stretch out to trip me.
Oh, so that's the journal of the guy we saw at the start. Where he drifted off. Game is savage. Oh, wait. I made a mistake. I believe that's a shortcut. No, don't. Shortcut. Yep. Talked to you already. This path is covered with thorns.
The cave entrance was overgrown with dry brambles.
Okay.
The key was nestled between the reeds, but it was just out of reach.
I'm gonna need the fisherman as well, aren't I? Alright. Back to the right. There's another journal piece behind the thorns.
The frog stared at Embo, its belly rumbling.
Sacrifice worm.
This was not how Embo had imagined the end. The gurgling of water, a deafening heartbeat. But then... the fog returned Ember's good deed by leading them to a lost Forlorn.
Oh. The frog wasn't just gonna outright murder us. Even though I'm already dead. But anyway. Unhindered. Discarding impediments.
The stranger stood alone.
I really like the level names, but it doesn't stay on screen for very long. Wait, what? Oh, I can just push it off.
Their friends have fallen aside, retreating from what came next. The stranger had ventured on. Now they were deep in the woods. pointless.
Another soul saved.
The stranger spoke hesitantly. Is the campfire crowded? Let me gather myself. I'll see you there.
Journal entry.
The Wanderer's Diary. Unfamiliar trees, a path overgrown. Is this a resting place? A place between places? I call out, but mine is the only voice.
I like these little journals.
The stranger spoke. You look hungry, friend. You bring any broth with you? There's a cook in the swamp. Makes a broth like you wouldn't believe.
In the swamp.
Keep telling them that it doesn't taste right. They'll keep giving you more.
This guy wants a broth.
The stranger spoke. There's a cook in the swamp. Keep telling them that it doesn't taste right. They'll keep giving you more.
Looks like I'm gonna have to bring this guy some broth, I guess. This fisherman gonna give me his fishing pole? What?
If you need help catching anything, you just ask.
Yeah, I do need help. I need help catching a key.
If you need help catching anything, you just ask.
What? Much confusion.
The ghost said, "Speak and I will listen." West of here, a cruel stone compound. Locked away without a key, an ember turned forlorn. stranger whispered, "Be kind to yourself."
What? Oh, can I burn brambles? I can burn brambles.
Ember found the Wanderer's diary. The oily smell of frogs. They know more than they will say. They watch me watching them.
Bugs no more.
The broken net hung ominously around the skeleton's neck.
Fragile flame, torching overgrowth.
The stranger shivered in the cold. Warmth was a distant memory, stolen by the passing miles. They'd moved through such dark places. They lay down and closed their eyes.
Yay. Another soul saved.
The stranger blinked at Ember. Is it morning already? How long have I been asleep?
They're not missing it here. Shouldn't you go to sleep, Serena? It's getting late, you know. Don't stay up so late.
The door was sealed shut.
What am I gonna do with a broken net? Who can fix a broken net anyway? There we go.
The fisherman noticed the broken net Ember was carrying. Let me have a look.
No, you.
See what I can do.
I'll just chuck it. Gotta fix
With
it.
a silk thread, the fisherman careful with each knot he tied. A net began to form. Here you go. Good
Good as
as
new.
new. The key was nestled between, but it was just out of reach.
Use the net. Yay. I did it. It's a very chill game compared to Sekiro. Just what I needed.
The old gate was locked. Ember placed the key in the lock and slowly began to turn it.
Submerged. Draining an ocean.
The stranger gasped for breath. Dark water slipping above their head.
These parts are almost like poems. Oh, it stayed. Okay, that drained. So I'll put it there. How long's this game? About 5 hours from what I hear.
The sea didn't care if they sank or swam. Slowly the tides ebbed, washing over old walls.
I do like these little poems. Wait, is it the same thing again? Yes. Fine.
A safe harbor emerging from the inky depths.
Probably not all in one go. I'll probably stop in about an hour. So
Ember reached out a hand.
I'm not that crazy, Serena. I'm not that much of a DJ. Oh, everything's so cute. Yes, very sensible. So you can go to sleep knowing that I will go to sleep at a sensible time.
The stranger looked down. The ground feels good beneath my feet, friend. The stranger looked down. The ground feels good beneath my feet, friend.
Have I saved them all? It's a hat. It's a cloak. Yes. Definitely won't degen. I got them all. Nice. Nailed it. I'm pretty sure I didn't have to get them all, but of course I did.
The ghost said, "You have done all you can, little one.
Sure have.
Your journey lies ahead.
Nice.
Little one, your journey ahead will not be easy. The path to leave this place is blocked. I will guide others to follow after you clear the way."
It now is.
There are others like me who can help.
I don't know why it looks like a D-pad.
You will always be welcome here in the forest.
No idea.
Once again, Ember could feel eyes watching.
I could feel eyes watching. Who's that? Come back, come back. Oh wait, but there's a soul save.
Ember approached the Forlorn, but felt it was different.
It's different.
They said, "I know what I need to do, what I need to feel. I don't want to be helped." Ember could not help. Not all problems were puzzles to be solved.
Wow. That's actually quite rough.
Ember approached the Forlorn, but felt it was different. They said, I don't want to be helped." Ember could not help. Not all
Wow.
problems were puzzles to be
I
solved.
did not expect the game to tell me that. Dark. Too real, too real. Does hit home.
Ember uncovered a journal entry.
Sometimes you just gotta listen.
"Dusk brings the longest shadows. The lanthorn comforts me. Soft melodies from home. The wild things listen, yellow eyes in graying trees."
He didn't even seem like he wanted that. Oh, that's true.
"Do you know where we are? I've been walking forever, lost in the marsh." The two travelers were talking quietly. "Yeah, I got so lost in the marsh, you know? Why go anywhere else if it's safe here?"
Oh,
"Yeah, never having to worry again." "The birds scare me though."
good night, Serena. Thank you. Good night.
The guard squawked. Stand back, don't come any closer. The guard was protecting a path down between the rocks. Nothing down there but sadness and turning forlorn.
Oh, he just wants to help us.
Go see the Forest King. He'll set you straight.
Okay.
The Forest King showed me the way. You'll see there's no need to keep going. He'll make a bird of you. Go get your feathers.
Oh. Oh, really?
The crossroads gate was locked.
Of course it's locked.
The guard joked. Another scrawny ember from the forest. And with a bag looking all nicely and shiny. Both guards started looking at Ember with a deathly stare.
At least there.
The guard leered. The Forest King would like you, little scruff. Yes, come a little closer. Let us see what's in that bag. We guard the door to the Forest King. Oh yes, we decide who gets to see the king. The Forest King will want to see... Yes, come this way.
Forest King. Are we going to be killed by the Forest King? It's just going to be death.
A feeling of foreboding overcame Ember. Ember was terrified but tried not to show it. The giant's bird spoke softly. Another little Ember. Speak, little one. Do not fear. The bird is a friend. Ember wanted to feel safe. Oh, little Ember. Birds won't hurt you. Birds will take another under our wing. Stay safe in the nest, you'll never turn forlorn. Ember was still afraid. Is it the night that scares you, little one?
We just make it day.
See? Night is gone. Day is here.
Wow. Powerful bird.
Birds will make the world less frightening. It wasn't only the night that frightened Ember. The bird was disappointed. Stay? No need to help, silly forlorn. Hope is false. Hope hurts little ones in the end.
Guy's kind of sus.
The Forest King spoke so gently to Ember. Perhaps they could rest here for a while. It was hard to know what else to say. Clever little Ember. You will stay. You will not turn forlorn. Search for hope no more. Now take this feather. Feather means Ember is one of us now. Birds keep little ones safe. Birds should never leave the nest.
So I'm gonna betray you almost immediately.
The guard seemed pleased. Clever scruff sticking with us. I can hold that bag for you. Leave him alone. They're one of us now. Yeah, one of us. And we all shares bags and things.
One of us. One of us.
The stranger wanted Ember's attention, being careful not to speak too loudly. You should get away from here while you still can. You can't trust the birds. I've heard there's another campfire in the marsh. Well, that's where I'm going if I can find a way down.
This guy should let me down, right? Because I'm one of you.
The guard squawked. Stand back, don't come any closer. Nothing down there but go see the Forest King. He'll set you straight.
No feather.
Got your first feather, I see. Best prove yourself, Scruff. Stand watch here. Promise you won't let anyone pass.
I promise. Betrayal!
Ember didn't like deceiving the birds. But what choice did they have? They couldn't rest in that place forever. They had to keep going.
Keep going. East March. It's the red guy again.
This Forlorn was not the same as the others. The Forlorn whispered softly, I know what I need, but I am not ready. I may never be ready. The future is yours, stranger, but mine is mine. Ember left the Forlorn with their thoughts. The time wasn't right, perhaps would never be.
Too real.
Hidden away was a scrap of journal. There are memories here, bound in rock. I hear their voices echo in the ancient stone. I find footprints by the cinders, a makeshift camp. Ember hurried away from the birds. The mist hung close to Ember, hiding them. The Forest King seemed frightened, the birds cruel. Ember would rather risk turning forlorn than become like them. Ahead there would be others to help, and maybe a way to move on. The travelers seemed distressed. I'm sure it's fine. They'll be okay. But it's been a while since. It's my fault. Ember found a scrap of journal. I heard them coming. The snap of a twig, a flutter of birds. A figure dashing through the undergrowth. Another like me?
Aw. Found a friend. Wonder if I can catch one of those birds. I mean fish. Probably not.
It looked like a map, but pieces were missing. trees formed a new route.
Okay.
It was the same place as before. But how?
But how?
An eerie scene, like a moment frozen in time.
Journal
Hidden
entry.
inside was the Wanderer's journal. Another face at last. A catcher of fish resting by a pond. We work together, silk and tar and aching fingers. My boat floats once more, though I almost wish to stay.
Got a piece. Oh, look at these statues. Like golems. Rockmen. Where you going? Where you going?
Gradually, more of the map was revealed. A section of bridge had somehow been ripped from its foundations. It was like the map had been broken on purpose.
Why would they break the map on purpose? Goshte. Nanda. There's a journal there. I have to get it. Wait, why didn't I get the journal last time? Is it because I need to come in from a different direction? We shall keep that in mind.
The mist revealed a secret place. Was it hidden on purpose? The stranger spoke. I said some things I should, and now I'm lost. But it's too late.
Oh, and all the frogs. Wait. Melody Cave, the source of sadness.
The skeleton looked peaceful. Held tightly in its hand was a red feather. The skeleton looked held tightly in its hand was a red feather.
Feather didn't stop them from being forlorn. It all lies. The landform. Sacred instrument with the power to move the world.
The statue spoke, just as it once moved the hearts of the forlorn. The instrument you now hold has the power to move the world around you. Another before you took great effort to hide it deep within this riddle. The lanthorn began to glow.
Ooh.
Inside was a secret diary entry.
Secret.
Pink, orange, red, brown, leaves gently dancing to the ground. Crunch, crackle, lovely sound, fall into a giant mound.
Hmm.
The skeleton held tightly in its hand was a red feather. The stranger spoke. He said something, and now I'm lost. And it's too late.
Hmm. Can I get this diary now? Can. Diary
A
up there
lost
as well.
message was inside. The mist is thick. One way blurs into another. Where do I end? Where does the world begin? I cannot see far enough to tell. There was one last place to reach on the map. The fog was so blinding, Ember was turned around.
Pig marsh.
Ember felt a great relief to be out of the mist.
Wow. Okay. Whee!
Ember didn't mind getting muddy. The slide was such fun. A sleeping pig. Trotters in the air. They looked happy. The plant looked like it could take a hand off, and it was in Ember's way. The fruit was giving off a sickly sweet smell. The plant looked like it could, and it was in Ember's way.
Oh my god, we're gonna sacrifice a pig?
Ember chuckled. The dangerous plant was no match for
Oh
a
my
hungry
God.
piggy.
Killed the plant. And a monster am I? Wallow.
A hideous odor filled the air. And suddenly, the reason was obvious.
Okay, let's stop there for now. Getting pretty late. Good night.